In the 1990s, owning a Sony Trinitron or a Panasonic set wasn't just about watching TV. It was a global status symbol. Japanese firms were the undisputed kings of the living room, leading the world in manufacturing quality, hardware engineering, and market share. But fast forward to today, and the landscape has shifted so violently it's unrecognizable. Sony's global market share has plummeted to less than 2%. Meanwhile, Chinese titans TCL and Hisense now control 25% of the global market, surpassing Samsung and LG combined. But here's the twist. Japan didn't lose the war, they just changed the rules of engagement. To understand what happened, you have to look at the smile curve of profitability. The left peak is high-margin R&D, XR processors, and image quality IP. The right peak is brand prestige, software ecosystems, and premium pricing. The bottom of the curve? That's the death zone of hardware assembly, panel manufacturing, and logistics. Japanese firms are actively abandoning the bottom of this curve. They're retreating to the high-margin ends, focusing on technology licensing and brand prestige, while leaving the capital-intensive, low-margin factory work to others. This isn't a theory, it's a series of massive structural deals. The Toshiba pioneer. In 2018, Hisense bought 95% of Toshiba Visual Solutions. They got a 40-year brand license and used Toshiba's prestige to seize 40% of the Japanese market by 2024. The Panasonic pivot. In early 2026, Panasonic partnered with Skyworth. Skyworth now handles production and sales across Europe, while Panasonic focuses on high-end OLED joint development and quality assurance. The Sony spin-off. The biggest shocker? The 2027 Bravia Inc. joint venture. TCL is injecting over 75 billion JPY to take a 51% stake in Sony's home entertainment division. Sony is even transferring its 100% equity in its Malaysian manufacturing plant to TCL. The world is now split in two. The factory belongs to China. Firms like TCL and Skyworth now monopolize the infrastructure, using massive vertical integration and many LED tech to drive costs into the ground. The studio belongs to Japan. Sony and Panasonic have kept control over the asset-light elements, proprietary image tuning, Hollywood-grade calibration, and that Sony or Bravia brand halo. So, who is the real target here? It's the Korean giants, Samsung and LG. TCL has been open about its goal for the Sony deal. They want to surpass Samsung as the #1 market leader. By 2027, TCL projects its share will hit over 17%, seizing the global top spot. As Japanese brands get access to cheaper Chinese-made panels, the premium tier, once a safe haven for Samsung and LG, is facing unprecedented pressure. The era of the hardware king is dead. Survival now requires a brutal choice. You either own the scale of the factory floor, or you own the prestige of the studio. Japan and China have stopped fighting for the whole television. Instead, they've agreed to split it in half. What do you think? Would you buy a Sony TV if you knew the hardware was 100% made by TCL?